Pull up a chair and get comfortable. It's time to talk about your federal benefits. Federal Employee Benefit Coordinators presents the FEBC podcast with Elizabeth Inman and Brian Fentress.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I'm at Federal Employee Benefit Coordinators. It's my second career. My first career was with the United States Postal Service for almost 24 years. I loved my job, but I love my retirement even more. This second career is extremely rewarding because I get to bring very important topics to people like you that needs the information, whether you're a postal employee, postal retiree, federal retiree. We have information you need. So we all have a couple of fears. Am I going to have enough income to retire? Am I going to run out of that income? And what happens if I have a catastrophic health condition after I retire? These are our golden years. We want to know that things are taken care of and we can relax after working so hard and enjoy our retirement, right? I mean, that's what I wanted when I decided to retire. And it's still what I want in my retirement. I'm enjoying my second career, and it was a decision I made to keep working. I'm so glad that I did because now I get to share information with you. I'm on part 3 of a series that's going to talk about one of the most important topics I've ever talked about. It's federal employee health benefits versus Postal Service health benefits. Because we all know in April of 2022, the Postal Service Reform Act was passed that caused a shift in the way the health insurance is done for both federal employees, postal employees. On the surface, it doesn't look like big changes for the federal employees, but don't let it fool you. There are changes on the horizon for federal employees, and there are changes that are here for postal employees and retirees. We're going to talk about that. So in episode part 1, I talked about the open season coming November the 11th of 2024, and that's when postal employees will have to make their new selections. I mentioned that maybe not all the plans are going to be available. They're going to try to have most of the same plans available, but you have to be aware that your plan might not be available. In part 2, I talked about that the Postal Service Health Benefit plans, options, and premiums, that information on those will not be available until October of 2024. That's only 1 month before open season. That does not give you much time. And then today, part 3, I want to talk about OPM will launch a new enrollment platform for the health insurance. And information on how to make elections using the new system will be available prior to the 2024 open season. No dates given yet. We're more than a year out. I understand that. This is a huge undertaking. One of the biggest, if not the biggest undertaking our government has ever done. TSP transition was huge. It didn't go so well. Now, hopefully they learned a few lessons from that transition that took place, but they're literally talking about moving this whole platform to the cloud. You want to talk about a major, major change. Now, the research that I've been doing is already talking about 2023's open season that will start in November of this year, being heavy, heavy, heavy with call volume. They're going to hire additional call center employees, but just get ready. If you need your questions on open season answered by calling, get ready for long waits. It's going to happen. And then it'll only get worse in 2024 and 2025. You need to be prepared. And they're giving us a very short window to know what plans are available and what options are available inside those plans and what the premiums are going to be. Now, the law itself that was passed in 2022 says that the plans offered to postal employees will be very similar in pay and premiums as what they currently were, but it's only a guarantee for that year. I'm trying to get people to understand we've got to look beyond 2025. You have to. Federal employees, you better be looking beyond 2025. Because when that group of postal employees and retirees, that chunk of people comes out of your federal employee health benefit plans, watch the domino effect from that. We'll talk more as time moves on, but you can start thinking about that process now. You can start researching articles that's already coming out about that. And the fact that OPM is already saying they are using this as the test site to move to the cloud-based system that then will be implemented for their federal employee health benefit plan. That impacts federal employees. That's why this is important to you. The good news is we're here to be a channel of information, ongoing information for you. We're here to be a calm voice in the midst of the storm. I've already talked to employees and retirees that are panicking. Already. I mean, this can be a very scary thing. But we have an ability to tell you to take a deep breath, breathe in, we're going to share information, and we're going to break it down step by step, day by day, and then all of a sudden it's not nearly as hard to eat that elephant in the room when you take it one bite at a time. That's what we're going to do for you. So we're going to continue this 8-part series. We're on part number 3. If you missed the first 2, I always share information in each of the series, in each of the parts that wasn't shared before. So it's a good idea to go into the description, go back and review part 1 and part 2, and keep updated on this series until we finish. Now, I'm doing this series on employees. After I finish the 8-part series on this, I will move into a whole series on annuitants. That means you're already retired. Annuitant means you're drawing a pension from the federal government. And I'll do a whole new series on it because the implications for annuitants are quite different than the implications for employees, and you need to be educated. Education is power, and that's what we want to do, is give you power. So happy to have you guys here. Love discussing these hot topics that affect you in your career and in your retirement. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, YouTube. We got lots of videos. Now be sure on YouTube, check out the playlists because we've got them by topics on YouTube. Don't think that just what pops up on the screen is all there is. There's a lot there. There's a lot on our website, www.febcnow.com. We've got calculators. We've got risk numbers that you can play with, answer some surveys. We've got a federal retirement readiness assessment that you can fill out on our website. We've got executive summaries, the 6 keys to understanding the new TSP mutual fund window, the TSP Risk Guard executive summary. All of those are free downloads. We even have a free ebook called the TSP Millionaire available on the website, www.febcnow.com. We're serious about getting information in your hands. And don't forget LinkedIn. We're on LinkedIn as well. So subscribe to this podcast. Share it with your friends. That's the #1 source of information that we have. Our agencies, while they try with the resources they've been given to get information to us, oftentimes we all search for our information from our friends. So if there's something good about this information you're getting here, share it with your friends. Tell your friends about it. And don't forget, we have ongoing webinars every single month. Webinars that are available online, and you can find those on our website as well. And we rotate the topics that we talk about, whether it's the 5 surprises of federal retirement, whether it's estate planning and feds, Social Security and feds, all kinds of different topics on our webinars. So happy to see you here. Happy to have that one-on-one conversation with you. We can just do a 15-minute benefit briefing if you like. Easy peasy. So simple to let's just get to know each other. How about that? Looking forward to talking to you soon.